Sister Shanice in the house. Welcome to the Sister Shanice News Desk. At today's News Desk, we will be taking a closer look at the coup event in Gabon. There are enough suspicious circumstances to suggest that this is a red flag to Pan-Africanism and a continuation of neo-colonialism in disguise. Family, if you are not already a subscriber to the Sister Shanice Show channel, please do subscribe. Kindly give me a thumbs up. And if you'd love to join me on Patreon, I would be delighted to have you on board. Welcome, welcome to the Sister Shanice News Desk. We have all seen and we have all celebrated with the people of Gabon, who erupted onto the streets in jubilation over the removal of Ali Bongo, president of the country. Why? Because the Bongos have ruled the country of Gabon for over half a century, selfishly enriching their own family and serving foreign interests, all whilst ignoring the needs of its own people. Well, the people have made their voices loud and clear. They are fed up with the external interference and control of their country. They are fed up with the resources of their country being exploited and looted. They are fed up with their politicians being controlled by the French, its institutions, its businesses, and they want them out of their country. There have been a wave of coups sweeping across West Africa, and Gabon appears to be the latest during these extraordinary, interesting times of military takeover. But let's take a closer look. Let's have a look at the extent to which this coup in Gabon seems to have achieved the removal of the French colonial domination of their resources and the deplorable impoverished living conditions that the people have been forced to endure. We ask, is the Gabon coup a revolutionary coup or a carefully orchestrated scam, riding on the back of the wave of recent legitimate coups in French West Africa? Why, in the midst of all the celebrations, you may ask, should we be, entertaining this question? Well, this is because what has begun to emerge is that there are some really interesting connections that cannot be ignored. So first of all, let's take a look at the new incoming General Oligui Nguema, who is Gabon's new strongman. Now, Brice Oligui Nguema is said to be one of the most influential figures in Gabon. He was the leader of the coup and head of the Republican Guard and has close connections with the US, France, and Morocco. He is the son of a military officer and has followed in his father's footsteps. He trained at Morocco's Royal Military Academy. He used to be very close friends with Ali Bongo's father. That's the late President Omar Bongo. And he has served as head of the Gabon Secret Service. Then in 2019, he was appointed as head of the Republican Guard, an elite unit in charge of the president's security that vows him loyalty. So was the coup a plot to gently remove this ailing, loyal president friend of his? Or was it a genuine revolutionary Pan-African coup for change? Let's consider the article by Fideli De Che, who has written a very compelling piece claiming that Gabon's coup is a carefully orchestrated scam and makes a very persuasive case. It claims the Bongo family, who have control of the army, actually truncated the process to prevent the opposition from taking over. In addition, Russian channel Rybar published an interesting insight. They also support the claim that authorities in the United States have been supporting Nguema for several years, preparing him for the next elections in which he was supposed to win and take over after Ali Bongo. But they hadn't anticipated maybe having to remove Ali Bongo so soon. So is it that they had to put their plan B in action sooner rather than later? And if we thought the coup was putting an end to the 56-year Bongo reign, it transpires that Nguma, the new military leader, is the cousin of Ali Bongo. Between Ali Bongo and his father, who was the previous president of Gabon, they have ruled Gabon for over 50 years, around 56 years. Ali Bongo is now seriously disabled and barely able to walk or speak. In the recent popular coup events in West Africa, what we have seen is the removal of unpopular neo-colonial puppets from power and the replacement of them with younger, fresher, proactive, or woke African leaders. It is likely that the French, US, and Morocco quickly realized that Ali Bongo had become a serious liability and embarrassment to the French masters, and that there may be consequences of them losing Gabon to genuine Pan-African coup leaders. So in preempting this, that a genuine coup could occur, they've orchestrated this coup scam. It is widely believed that Ali Bongo received a devastating loss at the elections, which should have put an end to the unpopular Bongo dynasty. However, claims of election rigging yet again in Africa, not just Africa, there's been claims of election rigging even in America. You can do anything with computerized data. You just program the computer to get the results that you want. So instead of the genuine winner being announced, we actually saw instead the reinstatement of Ali Bongo, and this was denying the country of the chance of a new leadership and a better future, which obviously has led to the bitter public outcries. Now that the army have stepped in and taken over, it remains to be seen if they hand over power to the genuine winners of the recent elections, or if they're going to hold on to power to continue doing the bidding of the former colonizers. So, was this coup just swapping one Bongo leader for another family member in a bid to continue the Bongo dynasty and the continuation of the serving of foreign interests? If the power is handed over to the opposition winner of the elections, whose interests will they be serving? Foreigners or the people? Either way, it certainly appears as though the coup was stage managed, probably by the US, French, and possibly also Morocco. According to the Moroccan Military Foreign Affairs, in a brief press statement, Morocco are closely following events in the situation that's emerging in Gabon. Morocco and Gabon have maintained a very close and privileged relationship, notably because of the friendship ties between King Mohammed VI and the former president, Ali Bongo. Having considered all of these factors, there's certainly a few things that we can be sure about. We can be sure that the coup has removed an ailing president who would very soon have become the target of a genuine Pan-African-led coup. It's also achieved avoiding the humiliating loss and erosion of another French colonial country in Africa, denying the French, again, of another one of its former colonies. It's also averted the genuine election winner, leader Ondo Ossa, a retired university professor of economics, from taking the reins of power to maintain the status quo. The new coup leaders, in their recent speech, have already said it's business as usual. Interestingly, unlike the coup in Niger, there is no Western-wide condemnation of the coup, no immediate sanctions or threats. Does the silence of the West confirm the suspicion that this is indeed a pro-US coup? We will be watching this space. Thank you for listening. I look forward to your comments below. Sister Shanice, out of here for now.